close to violet on a Sunday, nearly made it into bloom.
Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina and today I want to show you a tutorial for my new sewing pattern called Allison, the dress version. So this is the dressy question. You guys loved it so much. In this tutorial, I decided to add an invisible zip to the side of the dress and I added the lining to the skirt. That's how it looks. One thing that I want to mention about this pattern is that unfortunately my battery died right before I managed to insert the zip. That I kind of sewed it really quick and I didn't care to kind of hide it in the inside. I think that's everything. I'm so excited about this pattern and about all of those new clothes and dresses and my new tops. I'm so excited for this pattern and I'm so excited for you to make it as well. So if you want to see how to make this dress, well, just keep on watching.
Oh, the ordinary Monday turning back to blue.
For this tutorial, I'm going to use this beautiful green pleated fabric with a floral print and a bit of stretch. To start, I'm going to take the two front bodice panels and add the lining to the top. For the lining, I'm using a very similar fabric, just in an ivory color. Place the two front panels right sides together with the lining on top, then sew the armhole edges together using a 1 cm seam allowance. Once that's done, open up the seam we just sewed and top stitch the lining to the seam allowance as close to the seam as possible. Then fold the piece back along the seam, pin everything in place, and make a secure stitching on both edges to stop everything from shifting. This is how the finished edge should look like. Finally, go ahead and overlook the seam allowances. Next, we're going to fold the top bust edge by 1.5 cm and top stitch to create the channel for the straps. This is how it should look like once it's finished. Next, let's prepare the straps. Take the strap piece, fold it in half, and sew it together with the elastic inside. I decided to add the elastic because this fabric is very lightweight, and I wanted to give the straps a little extra support. Then use a loop turner to turn the strap right side out. Once both straps are ready, fold them in half and cut them into 2 equal pieces. Now use a safety pin to thread the straps through the bust channels that we created earlier on both sides. This is how it should look like when both straps are inserted. Now take the skirt piece and position the two front panels, starting from the center front and working your way outwards. Once you're happy with the placement, add the lining on top before attaching everything. I'm going to sew the front panels in place so I can see clearly what I'm working with. Make a few back tack stitches at the center front to secure the straps. Then pin the lining on top and sew everything together using 1 cm seam allowance. Next, trim off the excess strap and add elastic to the waist seam allowance. And that's your front panel finished. Moving on to the back, we're going to follow the same steps we used for the front. Place the two back panels right sides together with the lining on top, then sew the top back neckline together using 1 cm seam allowance. Next, attach the elastic to the seam allowance using a zigzag stitch. Fold everything back so the lining is enclosed inside, just like we did with the front. Then top stitch close to the seam to secure the elastic inside and prevent everything from moving around. This is how the finished back edge should look. Now let's assemble the back. Take the back skirt panel and place the back bodice on top. Pin the center back first, then pin the rest of the edge before sewing it together. Next, add the skirt lining, pin everything together and sew it with 1 cm seam allowance, enclosing the bodice between the two layers. Then, add the elastic to the seam allowance. Now both the front and the back are complete. As you can see, this is the front and this is the back. It looks really clean and neat. Next, place the front and back right sides together, open the skirt panel and sew the outer skirt with the outer skirt and the lining with the lining. Unfortunately, this is when my camera battery died and didn't record anything else, but after that I simply inserted the invisible zip into the other side. For the hem, I shortened the lining of the dress by about 6 to 7 centimeters and I overlocked the lining. For the main fabric, I just double folded the hem and top stitched. I hope you like this tutorial and I hope you're gonna make your Allison top into the dress as well. That's all for this tutorial and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!